A lot of states are passing quick legislation to require voter ID. We're going to show you a list of everywhere ID is necessary except to vote. We talked about this before. I think it's important to bring it up again because Democrats are pushing very, very hard to register illegals that don't need ID to vote. And they are, as you've pointed out, and I hope you're wrong on this. I mean, you've come up with some pretty wacky predictions that have, I'm sad to say, turned out to be true. Like there'll be a disaster before November, so people have to vote from home. And then you have the collect the ballots brigade again. What's interesting is courts are now siding with the Republicans, saying the right to vote should be proven and demonstrated who you are before you get that ballot. It's just so people are reminded, check out the list of what it is that you need an ID for, because everybody seems to forget. You go to the bank, you want to cash a check, open an account, send a wire, receive a wire, ID. Go through the airport, board the plane, ID. At the doctor's office, I just went, ID. Get your prescription, ID. Get into school, you need an ID. Gun store, to get in the gun store, you need an ID. To get a hunting license, an ID. A fishing license, an ID. Taking your kids to daycare, picking up your kids at daycare, ID. You go to the hospital, ID. Want to buy a drink? ID. At your workplace, you got to prove who you are. Voting?
Nah.
Do people get the fact that the racism in the implicit statement of many people can't get IDs, especially in black communities, because they don't know how to navigate the DMV to get an ID, or they don't know how to use the internet, or what was it you said last week? They don't know what a computer is.
Yeah.
Right?
Thanks to Governor Hochul for that one.
That is so racist. I mean, it is so offensive, as if there's a class of people in this country, specifically people descended from Africa, that are too dumb to get an ID, but they can do all these other things, right? And that's okay. They can do those things.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
does anyone buy this anymore?
Some are.
The racism is so obvious to me.
Barry, they're actually saying that the electoral now is racist.
The Electoral College, you mean?
Yes, it's racist. I'm still trying to figure this one out, okay? So bear with me. But this is what they're saying. They're saying now that the electoral is racist because it only supports white people. And I'm like, last time I looked, the vote doesn't have a color. It has, unless it's black and white paper, and that's it. But
I'm sorry, didn't we elect a black president twice by big numbers? How did that work?
I mean, this was like a different world, but then President Trump came along because the one supposedly black president, not from Kenya, but he destroyed this country. It caused so much division. President Trump came along and we said, yes, finally a fresher breath air. And now they're upset because they're not going down the path that Obama took us on. Joe Biden kicked it back up, but it's not enough.